Hello. So if you are one of those leaders who is getting mixed messages from your boss about your decision making scope, I want you to keep listening. So if you're in that space where on one hand you are learning from your boss that they feel left out of a decision making process, they weren't consulted on something, and on the flip side you also hear feedback like you need to know how to make decisions on your own. You don't need to reach out to me for everything that needs to be decided or acted upon. But then when you do make those decisions independently, they are sometimes dissatisfied and feel left out of the process. This is what I would advise my clients to do. One thing that I am a big advocate for is clarity on decision-making scope. Right. So for you as a leader, what do you have the capacity to make decisions on independently? And what are the things that perhaps you need to consult your boss about, or you need to get their stamp of approval on before it is acted upon? What I advise people to do is I want you to schedule a dedicated meeting with your boss. Typically, I advise my clients to do this very early on in their leadership journey. So if you've just been promoted into a role, this is one of the first conversations you want to be having with your direct supervisor. But if you've been in a role and you're encountering this challenge, this is how I personally will go about it is schedule a dedicated meeting, let them know in advance. You can even prepare an agenda. I advise you actually prepare an agenda and share it with them in advance, because this is not one of those conversations you just want to have in passing, maybe in your regular one-on-one. You want to give them the space and time to prepare for this conversation so they're coming into that meeting with tangible examples of what is within your scope and what is outside of your scope. So send them that invite, let them know this is what you hope to get at the end of this conversation. And when that meeting comes around, I want you to ask them this question. What are your non-negotiables? What are the things that you absolutely need to be consulted on? If it's financial decisions, for example, is it that anything above $500 they should be consulted on before that expense is made, or what is it? So that way you leave that meeting with tangible examples of what is within your capacity and what is outside of that. I hope this is helpful for someone out there. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.